welcome to Quarantine. As many of you know, I am a class of 2020 graduate. I've chosen this whole week to celebrate my education and to force all of you to do it with me. Today, I have a sort of senior project. I looked through all 4 years of college that I have done. I looked at every schedule, every class, and I added up all those classes. I have taken a total of 53 classes in my time as a college student. 53! That's crazy. A bunch of those were choirs, so I took those out, leaving 48 regular classes. I'm going to tell you today one interesting thing I learned from each of those 48 classes. Also, there's costumes and props and an attack, so hold on to something, because you're about to get a speed education. There are 3 kinds of stages: proscenium, thrust, and arena. Constructive criticism is really important for actors. Wear shoes in the theater. Actors who also sing really need decent microphones. Stencils are for adults too. How to use a scale rule. Applying for a grant is not that much different than applying for a scholarship, except it's like way more money. 8 a.m.s are as bad as everyone said they would be. They were so bad. It was so bad. New moms can identify their babies by smell? What? I wrote a song. You talk way faster than you think you do. Music theory is really just math. Sunday school prepared me shockingly well for a college-level Bible class. So, I didn't have a plan for what I was going to say.
I forgot that
okay.
was my cue.
Okay, let me do it one more time. The aisles in a theater are called voms, which is short for vomitory. And that's because in the Roman theater, audience members would eat so much food, all the food, and then they would leave down the vomitory to go vomit so that they could eat more food. True story. Shakespearean actors had these special pockets in their costumes with animal bladders filled with animal blood for special effects, so they could be stabbed and be bloody. Theater games really do help actors if you use them wisely. This makeup tool is called the Wheel of Bruises and Abrasions, and so every time we used it in class, I would say, "It's time to spin the wheel of bruises and abrasions." Oh no! Why would you punch me? Oh no, now I have this terrible black eye. Listen, I know it's not the most convincing black eye you've ever seen, but I haven't done one in 2 years, okay? So give me a break. I made this bag. Also, I can do a French seam, and you should be wildly impressed by that. I built this thing. It's like research and editing and stuff, but nobody really knows what is dramaturgy and what isn't. Nobody knows what is art and what isn't, but everyone should take Intro to Art. It's amazing. I learned so much. Apparently, you can be a math professor and not be able to explain a function coherently. You shouldn't serve alcohol and salty snacks together. Esther is not a good role model. Good management is just servant leadership. Use your face to talk to people. Stage management is the most transferable set of skills anyone has ever learned. A lot of plays end with murders. So in lighting, there are these things called dimmers, and it's like what the electricity goes through to get to the lights, okay? And it used to be that if you had really old dimmers, they only worked properly if they were close to their maximum, power level. So if there were a whole ton of lights plugged into it. So if you were an old theater and you didn't need that many lights for your show, it used to be that you still had to plug in a whole bunch of lights and just stick them in the attic so they could shine at nothing so that the lights downstairs would work properly. Crazy, right? I learned how to 3D print things. Primary colors are not what you think they are. You've been lied to your whole life. This is what you thought they were, right? Isn't that what you thought the primary colors were? These ones? Well, you're wrong. You're wrong because these are the primary colors. These are the real primary colors. And if you're talking about light, wrong again. These are the primary colors. You've been lied to. I finally learned how to use a drill. If you're bad enough with a drill, someone will hand you a laptop instead. Okay, so mind-body dualism is this false idea where you believe that you are either your body or your soul. But the Bible teaches us that we are both. I don't care what my professor says. I am not a brain in a vat. Buddhists believe that nirvana is like the place where the flame of a candle goes when you blow it out. All freshman English classes are exactly the same. They're exactly the same. Exactly. Even English professors get bored of freshman English. Yeah. Huh? What?
Are you filming now?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Well, what's up? I can draw people. There are so many kinds of arches. Like so many kinds. Dish soap is really good for cleaning paintbrushes. I don't want to be a draftsman. I don't want to. I can now spell proscenium without even thinking. Proscenium. Boom. It's hard to build a set in an online class. You can call a class one thing and then teach something totally different. My favorite TV show had a lot of contemporary literature references that I totally missed the first time. That was all 48 classes of my college career. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something that you thought was interesting. And thank you for joining me today for Quarantine, what I learned in college. And we will see you tomorrow for the graduation ceremony.